welcome. I just beat the game with the Greataxe, and I'm here to spill the beans why the Greataxe is so damn fantastic and how you can get that absolutely nuke in the background. The best part, the build begins in the very beginning and carries you all the way to the end without ever struggling. Let's first begin with why is Axe so good and what is the expected playstyle. For this, you need to know three things. First, Thunderous Cleave. The fourth attack of a light attack combo grants 3 stacks of Skyborn Might. That'd be your 1, 2, 3, and 4. And with that 3 Skyborn Might, we already have the first infinite combo, because you can launch a spell, and for this we're going to go for the Fire Cleave, into a light attack, which is going to be the 4th attack right away again, 4 Skyborn Might, into the Fire Sweep, light attack, Fire Sweep. This obliterates any elite that can be staggered. You're just... They can't fight back. The Inner Demon, whatever, some bosses, clean sweep. Now that would be the level 1 nuke. In order to never run out of stamina, Axe has Tight Turner, that the 3rd attack of the light attack combo restores some stamina, which means you always have enough stamina after a heavy attack to also go for the full light attack combo because you'll restore it. And then for another full light attack combo and another full... Is quite nasty. This leads us arguably to the most important one, Shudder and Crush. You can consume 1 stack of Skyborn Might to quickly strike with a charged heavy attack. Usually your charged heavy attack takes 1, 2, 3 and then launches itself out. Whereas with this upgrade, you dash through your opponent, boom, instantly charge heavy attack and stagger them. No build up, nothing. Axe would kind of be slow if it would have to charge up. Just with this, Hong Lang and other bosses later that can be staggered, they're at your mercy. And that instant heavy attack charge has another good bonus, because further up from the Shudder and Crush, you'll get Axe and Hook. A charged heavy attack gains Clash, and Clash means if you hit and the enemy hits, you're deflecting most of the incoming damage, which means even if you dash through your opponent, appear on the other side, do your charged heavy, and he would tend to swing back, you're gonna be just deflecting most of it. And then you can dash again and follow up, or you can use a spell, or potentially go for the final nuke that we have. Don't worry, we'll talk about that in a bit. On the right side from Shudder and Crush, we have Strike and Cleave. Greatly increases attack speed when launching light attacks at a certain pace. Ignore that at a certain pace, because it simply means when you see these white feathers around you, you are at a certain pace. And let me tell you, I just spam the light attack button. That's it. I don't do anything special. You're just attacking faster. Everything in this tree is to make Axe more nimble. And in order to not take damage while you're trying to get your 4th attack to get the Skyborn Might, all the way up from Strike and Cleave, you also have Chop and Weave. The 3rd attack of a light attack combo gains Clash 2. If we're now spamming away at the opponent with the Strike and Cleave for the speed to get the Skyborn Might, we deflect that damage too. Don't worry, later in the video, we'll reset every point and I'll show you the optimal pathing through this that you reach all the way to Colossal Smash. Because Colossal Smash is your 2nd nuke. Colossal Smash hammers the ground and creates a pool of corruption right around your opponent. It would look like this. Now that pool of corruption doesn't sound too exciting. It does some damage, it is quite nice, but it wouldn't lead to an amazing damage nuke. For this, you actually have to upgrade the Colossal Smash, and that would be the Variant 1. This one says if you burn the morass, the corruption that is being created, it explodes. And now you can imagine what we're going to do. We're going to temper for fire damage. Then you're going to Colossal Smash, and it instantly explodes. There's no build-up. You don't need any other trigger. You hit the opponent with that Colossal Smash, and bam, he takes the damage. He gets burned. And you can instantly follow up with your light attack combo to build up the Skyborn Might to Colossal Smash for the fire damage explosion. Now you're gonna think that's too slow and it will never work against bosses. Yeah, that's how I just killed all the bosses pretty much, because you can get that Colossal Smash quite early and the fire tempering as well, and then you're just overwhelming the opposition. I mean, stand next to them, stand behind them, especially after you staggered an opponent, then you obliterate attack him that he falls to the ground. You can go for the light attack combo to build up the Skyborn Might, and bam, go for that super explosion. And this brings us kind of to the playstyle of the axe, because it's extremely aggressive. First, your charged heavy pretty much throws over any elite that's not necessarily a large elite. And even if you're fighting against large elites, you can, with a charged heavy or with your light attack spam, clash with them quite often. Dash through them in the back, instant quick swing around, bring them to the ground. And then it's either light attack spam into the fire nuke, or you can go for the sweep with the Echo of Dutanga into the light attack, Echo of Dutanga, light attack, Echo of Dutanga. Those are the only components that we actually need. And that Echo of Dutanga, you get after the first boss. You kill that guy in the courtyard of the Lingzhen Temple, and we got our spam. Just to show you here, Echo, light attack, Echo, light attack, Echo, light attack. And your fourth light attack is so powerful, and you can continuously just do it for that amazing damage. And it will stagger someone that's not that big dude. Before you're confused, this is NG+. I've already beaten the game we're landing here with all the good goodies we're having. Now that we explained how everything works, where do we get the best axe in the game? First hour of the game. Which pendant and temperance options should you take? And then also the optimal way to click through the skill tree. For the weapon, you will have to arrive at the Shoe Sanctum. So 30 minutes into the game. And then you're heading out where you killed that elite who's guarding the Shoe Sanctum. If you haven't killed the elite yet, do it. Should be easy for you. You can cross over the bridge that has the invisible bridge marker. Yes, that's an invisible bridge marker for later into the game. You're heading past everyone. If you go to the left, right here, there'd be a shortcut activated. But we'll ignore that for now. We'll just head past all these dudes. Obviously, if you're here the first time, I highly recommend you discover everything around and about. Okay. You dash quickly through here before the guy shoots the barrel and you explode. There's a stone rolling down. You stick to the right side. You don't get hit by the stone. You turn on this ramp. And go up the ladder without getting killed by these weirdos. Then we're heading past Jeremiah, Jeffrey, Dave. There will be downstairs a fire demon guy. As a tip, take your fire pots and throw them at the explosives. You can actually kill him before he does anything. Head up the right side ladder. Behind me was another shortcut you could have activated. And then you're going to be waltzing into this open door. Go upstairs. There will be a red-eyed monk who wants to fight you. That being said, red-eyed monk, you will have your hellbard that you picked up in the very beginning. So you can just waltz up to him. Take your charged heavy that we talked about. Heal him over. And then here, you just find yourself the weapon already. That would be the Empyrean Greataxe. And the Empyrean Greataxe has more damage than any other axe out there. Has no business being that amazing. So the Cinder Dragon Coil you get later, less damage. The actual Hellbard, way less damage. The Li Jiao's Fang, which is supposedly better, way less damage. I mean, look at the damage difference. It is substantial. It's not a little bit. Empyrean Greataxe that you get here is just what I took all the way through. Did I try out in between Liao Jing's Fang for the cannon shot? Sure. But it does so much less damage. With the axe and the fire swing spell, you're good. This is going to be carrying you for the foreseeable future until you have enough skill points to get that colossal smash. For the tempering, we have the Bone Needle Flame. This one you also get in the very beginning after the first boss when you get the Echo of Dutanga. From that point on, we have the burn already. And I choose to play the Plumed Stone Needle for the bonus attack power gain from the tempering, together with the bonus strength gain from the tempering, as strength is my stat that pushes me forward. And then lastly here, I get the Stone Needle for continuity to increase the duration of the temper. All of these you'll find throughout the story, and you can pretty much not miss them. That being said, I have 3 VODs of my playthrough up, and each of them is chock full of timestamps for every single item found. So if you miss something, I got you covered. Before we get to the inventory, let's check the Benedictions, and there's something interesting you can do. I've been mostly focusing on the ones that says increases damage dealt while at full health, as well as damage taken. Didn't care about the damage taken because I'm hurting. And then later I upgraded to just increase damage dealt while at full health. This I did follow up either with increased damage dealt if 6 discipline skills are known, or increases your weapon's burn build up. That burn build up you can buy from the little goblin guy that you have, and helps tons with your light attack spam, heavy attack spam, the colossal smash, or even the echo of Dutanga. Buy that one as soon as available. And lastly, either consecutive attacks increase your stamina recovery speed, or consecutive attacks increase your damage, because you're consecutive attacking the whole time as an axe wielder. It's important to know that we could get a combo overload if we choose 3 overload gems. But it increases the power of our charged heavy attacks, which is nice. The stamina consumption, though, goes up. And if the stamina consumption goes up, you can't be doing this anymore. You can't do your heavy attack into the light attack chain for the instant Skyborn Might. You'll be just shy of some stamina needed. Now, what about our skills? How do we go the most efficient through the axe tree? Let's actually reset all 51 nodes. As you join the game, you obviously want to make sure that you end up here with already more Skyborn Might to be able to upgrade your mana capacity. And you want to quickly make your way to the energetic. You recover a small amount of stamina up in Skyborn Might, and also to get another stack of Skyborn Might. You can actually get the full amount of stacks when you go for your Thunderous Cleave. Now, that's just a general thing, so keep that in mind as you get more and more points. The first thing you should want to reach at the very beginning: Thunderous Cleave, then Tide Turner, and then to the left for Shudder and Crush. Shudder and Crush is so important as you then dash and do the attack in the enemy's back. You'll notice how good this is. Then to the right to actually get yourself the bonus attack speed for the light attacks. Obviously, whenever you get any kind of red feathers, increase your axe mastery. Afterwards, you're going to go over the left side, not the right side. We get vitality, strength, and then you get the axe and hook, which allows you to actually go through the middle to reach the chop and weave. And this brings us then over to the right side to our colossal smash, into then the colossal smash variant. And you even want the colossal smash variant number 2 for the bigger burning morass. After you actually get that one, you have free reign completely to do what you want to do in terms of big nodes. So you want to grab yourself the strength node +5. You want to get the strength node +5 on the other side, right? So first take out the big nodes for the big boosts. And don't forget that there's an opportunity on the other trees to get big nodes as well. For example, if we're going here for the spear has 5 strength here, just waiting for you. Then we get the sword saint, another 5 strength. So this is 1, 2, 3 points. For spears also 1, 2, 3 points. Pretty damn good. For our general upgrade menu, you can go for Unbroken Focus and increase the burn buildup of spells. That makes it more likely that your Echo of Dutanga also does burn. Then here we get the Rapid Temperance, that the Temperance just happens a tad bit faster. And the bottom side, we don't need at all. You need to go further and unlock the Acupoints and also the Temperance charges, because you want to have more Temperance charges. And that takes us further here to more Temperance charges, and then more Acupoints unlocked. And down here, if I had the Sign Feather Chisel, I could unlock another Acupoint, but I kind of forget to get the Sign Feather Chisel, so I'm a bit mad about that. And after I get those bonus Temperances unlocked, it has been just as simple: spam the whole tree down, right? Get every single point of strength, endurance, dexterity available, like everything we have for us. And also take all the points of bonus strength, endurance, and vitality from the other trees. I did try to boost magic a little bit, because you're technically having with the Echo of Dutanga a spell that scales with magic, but it didn't really lead to more damage. And you actually don't use the Echo of Dutanga for the damage itself. It makes the enemy burn, that's damage, but it's for the stagger, light attack, stagger, light attack, stagger, light attack. That's what it pretty much does, more than actually crazy damage. But hell, if you have points left, right? If you're at the point where I am, level 98 plus, you might as well just take some more magic points and see if you can weasel out a few more damage points. Now, what about our pendants? First, the Twin Infant Pendant that increases stamina recovery. This one you get in the very beginning, in the area below the Shoe Sanctum at the very bottom. You can't miss it. Then whenever you face a large enemy, you take the Fiend Felling Pendant for damage dealt against large enemies. This one is being sold at some point by Wuchang. I recommend buying that ASAP as soon as you see it. And we have increased damage dealt against enemies at full health for a bonus damage hit as their full health with a super swing. You can also just increase the potencies of your weapon's physical attacks. I did try to play around with increases the power of discipline skills, together with the Coiled Dragon Pendant on increase the power of weapon skills, but it wasn't too convincing, especially since I usually want to have at least the Twin Infant Pendant to have my stamina come back faster, that I'm always able to act and spam down our opponents. The Coiled Dragon Pendant and the Twin Line Pendant are for later down the line. In the beginning of the game, it was the Twin Infant Pendant. Together with a Dracolich Pendant, you also get right away below the Shoe Sanctum. If you can't find it, the VOD has the timestamp. That was the day 1 VOD. This one saves you from bestial roars, very important, and reduces the damage taken, very important too. And then I just used the Gourd Pendant for a certain amount. So this was how it looked in the first hours of the game pretty much, until I found the further talismans to then replace them for the bonus power of discipline skills as I had it for a while, or then again the bonus damage against large enemies, as you mostly have bosses being large enemies or elites being large enemies, and then you're just happy because it's like 30% bonus damage. And now to give you a real vibe for how Axe plays, how Axe feels, how to beat a boss with the Axe, I have a full boss fight for you that should help you to understand the playstyle even more. Now tell me in the comments below, is Axe something you're going to give a try? And at the end of the video, you get a link to 9 things every Wuchang player needs to know. Enjoy. Take care. So this has been like a hardcore disparity right now in the game. That the actual optional bosses, they take like so few damage in comparison. Okay, let's see phase 2. Well, I do mad damage to him though. So I'm like, I don't understand where the dragon comes from. That's my problem right now.